Dr. Corbette and her team at the National Institutes of Health spent years working on a vaccine for coronaviruses before COVID-19 existed. Kizzy Corbette was ready last January to quickly develop the vaccine model that Moderna used for their COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Corbette has already saved hundreds of millions of lives with the Moderna vaccine, and sometimes she has to do it one shot at a time. Dr. Corbette met Matthew Mallory at MSNBC's Town Hall, Vaccinating America, 3 weeks ago, but was unable to convince him that night to get the vaccine. Then, a week later, Matthew and his mother, Dr. Joan Cephas, met Dr. Corbette at a Walgreens in Virginia, where Dr. Corbette watched as they both received the Moderna vaccine that she had helped develop. Here is our interview with Dr. Kizzy Corbette, Matthew Mallory, and Dr. Joan Cephas at the Walgreens that day. Joining us now, Dr. Kizzy Corbette, Matthew Mallory, and Matthew's mother, Dr. Joan Cephas, who is a doctor of educational psychology, joining us from Walgreens. Kizzy, this is a very, very exciting day. I really wasn't sure this was going to happen. What's it like for you? You're vaccinating America one shot at a time, and this was a big conversion for you.
You know, every single time someone decides to be vaccinated, it is extremely exciting for me. I will never get tired of hearing that people have made the choice to be vaccinated. And moreover, whatever my voice can be the beacon of that change, I am so happy. I'm thankful for Matthew and his mom for coming out today. And of course, I was so thrilled to come all the way to Virginia to make sure that it happened.
Matthew, how do you feel?
Oh, good, sir.
So, Kizzy obviously chased you down in the theater right after the town hall. I was following, and you and I were out on the sidewalk afterwards, and on our final exchange, you told me that you don't like needles. And, I used to not like needles either, but I told you that I did not even feel it when I got my Moderna injection, and I know there was no reason for you to believe me. So how did it feel for you when you don't like needles, but you got the needle today? How did that feel?
Oh, it felt good. I mean, I felt same thing. I didn't feel anything at all. It was over and done with before I even know it.
Yeah, that was my experience with it. And Dr. Cephas, what did you experience in getting the vaccine today?
It was very easy for me. I didn't feel the needle at all. Went by very quickly.
So, Dr. Cephas, I have a question for you about Dr. Corbette, and you are a doctor of educational psychology. So please rate for me the educational psychology that Dr. Corbette used on your son and you to get you into that Walgreens today.
Well, I looked at the town hall meeting, and I was very impressed with the information that was being shared by Dr. Corbette. And after talking to my son Matthew after the show, that was what really inspired me to go ahead and get the vaccine.
Now, Dr. Cephas, Kizzy and I know about Matthew's reluctance. Why were you reluctant, or why did you take this long to get the vaccine?
I was listening to some of the conspiracy theories and just not really for sure the effectiveness of the vaccine. So after I got more information, became more educated, and Dr. Corbette really inspired me to get the vaccine.
Now, you just listened to Dr. Corbette on the town hall, and then today when you met her at Walgreens, that's the first time you've had a chance to talk to her beyond what you heard on the town hall. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. And so would you say Dr. Corbette was the key to convincing you to get this vaccine?
Yes, Dr. Corbette was the key because she was the key to convince my son to get it. So it was like a snowball effect. She convinced my son to get it, and it snowballed to me for me to get it.
Kizzy, what have you learned about reluctance And have you learned anything new about reluctance in talking to Matthew and his mother?
You know, Lawrence, one of the things that I found in the last, I guess you can say 6 months, as I've talked to people all over the country, mostly virtually, around their reluctance or inquisitiveness with this vaccine, is that you really do need that person that's going to chase you down after a town hall to make sure that your questions are answered. And that is what I feel like my purpose is with Matthew and his mother and beyond. Actually, it is very important for us to make sure again and again that we listen to people and that we leave no question unanswered regarding their questions around the vaccine.
Matthew, when you went home from the town hall, what did you tell your mother about it? How did the two of you discuss this?
We talked about, my experience was going to the town hall. I'd let her know that I got a lot of information about the vaccine, and which, kind of pushed me over the edge of going in and saying, yes, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
And Dr. Cephas, was there anything in particular that Matthew said that drew you closer to this decision?
As we discussed what happened at the town hall and the information that he gathered from attending the town hall, we've talked about how we like to travel. And that one of my motivating factors in getting the vaccine was that I love to travel. And it became very evident to me that in order to travel, it's almost we mandated to get the vaccine. So that was a motivating factor. And that's how we came to the decision. And I shared with Matthew that if he'd get the vaccine, I would get the vaccine. We would do it as a pair.
How easy or difficult was it to find an appointment to get the vaccine?
The appointment was very easy. I was able to come down to my local pharmacy, give them my information, and they were able to educate me on how everything would go. It was very easy.
And Kizzy, how much difference does it make in your experience, the degree of difficulty in making the appointment?
It makes so much of a difference. I'm from rural North Carolina, so I understand what to getting vaccinated looks like, and it is so helpful that there are about 20,000 pharmacies around the country that are now taking walk-in appointments. People can look up their local pharmacies on vaccines.gov, and about 90% of people in this country live within 5 miles of their local pharmacy to get the vaccine. And so as accessibility becomes easier, we hope to get more people vaccinated.
Matthew, 6 weeks from now, you are free to travel as safely. 4 weeks from now, you'll get your second shot. 2 weeks after that, you're considered fully vaccinated. Where do you want to go if you can travel in 6 weeks?
Well, actually, I already have a trip planned. I'm planning to go to Jamaica.
Oh, and Dr. Corbette, I think you have a family relationship with Jamaica.
I do. My brother-in-law is from Jamaica. So I'm very excited that Matthew is going to be able to experience Jamaica. And I've told him that I'm going to hop in his suitcase because I need a break.
Kizzy Corbette's a part of your life now. So Matthew,
yes,
what do you want to say to Kizzy today? She worked years and years to develop this vaccine. She worked very hard, more than overtime, when COVID-19 hit, figuring out exactly how to build the vaccine that you got today, the Moderna vaccine. What do you want to say to her about the work she's done?
I want to say thank you. It's very much appreciated. Your hard work and effort is definitely paying off. You're saving the world.
Thank you. Thank you for being vaccinated. That's really it, right? I could have made a vaccine, and then if no one took it, then it wouldn't even matter. And so it's really, at this point, the duty is on the people who are being vaccinated. So thank you.
Kizzy, what would you like to ask Matthew and Joan at this point in their experience?
I just want to, in the same way that you got your information and you transferred that to your mom, I just want to make sure that if people ask you questions about the vaccine, that you are transparent and that you're honest and that you remind people of all the information that you got that day in the town hall so that we can keep this snowball effect rolling and continue to get people vaccinated in the same way.
Matthew, what are you going to tell your friends and family if they're wondering about getting the vaccine?
Go ahead and get it done. It's not that bad. Go ahead and get it done. It's not that bad.
Not that bad. That's the review so far. Matthew Mallory, I cannot thank you enough. First of all, for coming to the town hall. You've been a great lesson for so many millions of people now. Dr. Joan Cephas, Matthew's mother, thank you very much for joining him today. And Dr. Kizzy Corbette, we will never, ever be able to thank you enough, but I'm going to thank you once again for joining us and doing this today. Dr. Kizzy Corbette, thank you very much. Thank you all. We really appreciate this. This has been a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.